I didn't think your microphone was gonna. I mean, your camera.
I mean,
Anyway, hey, your camera dropped as soon as I started recording, and it was like just a black screen, and I didn't think it was gonna come back. Oh well, it's back now. I was like, because if we keep having trouble, it's okay. Anyway, show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to you from the dark recesses of the proverbial Dawn Forge pouch. This is episode 243 of the Shattered Soulstone 2020. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook at bit.ly/Soulstone 2019. Hey, Medros, we need a new code. It's no longer 2019. So, anyway, over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, your MP3 player, or real man phone. For those who have the iPhone. Today is December 29th, 2019, but by the time you hear this, it'll be 2020. This is your main man, Deadgreed. I brought like always, like normal, just like always. I brought like my second favorite person coming to you from a year far, far away back in 2019. It's Shazam.
what's going on?
Yeah. So we're recording this in 2019, but we're not going to release this episode till 2020. Jesus Christ, I can't quit doing it. I almost lost it when I did I had to stop for a second, like, because I almost started laughing, bro. I can see you almost lost it too, which is great. Woohoo! More proof that we do not pre-record these intros and outros. Nothing but pure quality here. So how was your week, bro? As you take a big drink?
It was alright.
I'm just like a waiter. The waiter only comes back and talks to you while you got a big mouthful of food every time.
Yeah.
And I realized that right when you started drinking, I asked you a question. Yeah, winning. Anyway, how was your week, brother?
It was alright. We had 2 days. We had 2 days of work that nobody felt like doing anything. Then I had to drive, an hour and a half to go home. Spent a day up there and then drive an hour and a half to come back. And then did 2 more days where nobody felt like being there. We got through it. We got 1 more week of this BS. We got 2 days and then have a day off and then 2 more days. So
Same.
it'll be great. At least this week I'll have a video game day in between instead of driving forever.
Yeah.
That's why I need a Tesla. I don't feel like driving anymore. I drove so much in the last 20 years. I don't want to drive ever again. It's so sad that I put more miles on customers' cars than I do myself. My own car, you know what I mean?
Oh, you drove one of your customers' cars up there to your mom's?
Well, I drive a mile back and forth to work.
I don't even know why you drive to work.
So,
Why do you drive to work if it's only a mile?
because it's uphill both ways, and I'm not walking in the middle of winter. And it literally is uphill both ways. There's a hill here, and then a hill at work. So you gotta go up a hill to get, and then go down the hill. Yeah. No, thank you.
Did you just say that you didn't want to walk because it's cold?
Yeah, if it's in the middle of winter, usually it's like 10 degrees or sometimes it's below zero. Do you think my ass is going to walk? No.
I do.
You live in the South. I don't want to hear your BS.
Oh, now all of a sudden I'm from the South. Okay. All right. I'm just saying, bro. Just saying. You could bicycle to work. You could walk. You could jog.
Something wrong with you.
If it wasn't 12 miles, bro, I would walk to work.
Yeah, you walked to work before, I know. It was like 9 miles of nothing but flat road. I know. That's hard.
We have hills here, bro.
No, you don't. That's why you have tornadoes. I don't have tornadoes because we got hills.
You think that's what if they, if that was true, we would just build artificial hills, bro. It'd be cheaper. Import that Mexican dirt. Yeah. Or hell, just get that dirt from Texas. They don't need it anyway. Man, my week was did the Christmas thing. My non-scheduled day was the 26th, day after Christmas. And I showed up and had to do a route I absolutely hate because there's like this apartment building that has a mail room that the customers don't go into. That like you go in and you unlock it. You go in and then you unlock all the mailboxes. And then they unlock them from the outside. But for some reason, and I don't understand it, for some reason, they got to keep coming in the mailroom and asking me, "Did you put mail in my mailbox?" Like, I don't know who you are. They'd be like, "Oh, my mailbox number is 2,535. What's your address? Like, what's your apartment number?" I'm putting stuff in by apartment number, but not by like what the boxes on the outside say. It's annoying, man. And then it's like I got mail in my hands and they're like, "Are you finished?" No. If I was finished, I wouldn't be in here. Like, leave me the hell alone, people. I'm trying to do a job here. Anyway, I hate that route because that apartment, and then there's some other stuff I don't like about that route. You got to go up and down MacArthur, which is like a major street, and you got to like drive down MacArthur and then stop. I mean, I got my four-way flashers on, but bro, people don't pay attention, man. And you got to like stop and put mail in mailboxes, like all the way down MacArthur. And I don't like that shit at all. Because, man, people are flying by you like crazy. And I can't even tell you how many times people like slam on their brakes because they don't see you. And they almost hit you. It's like, holy shit. It's like, I just know I'm going to like stick my hand out the window into a mailbox and someone's going to rear end me. And there's, it's, it's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all like trying to throw the mail, like trying to throw the mail in there. Like, I don't want to put my hand in that mailbox because it'd be my luck. You know what I mean? I need these hands for playing Diablo, bro. It's hard to control this nice mouse without a hand. You have to get one of those. Oh no, I don't know what you'd have to do. It'd be hard, especially this is my mouse hand, and I can't like use this hand. You know what I'm saying? I can't use my non-mouse hand. Damn. So anyway, I don't like that. I don't like that route because of that. I mean, I got my four ways on, but that don't stop people. You know how people drive like this and shit. They be like this, and then they barely see you and they slam on their brakes or they sling into oncoming traffic. It's like, holy crap. People would. When I'm driving down that road, it's like you're driving up and down that road probably maybe an hour. And for that whole hour, man, I'm staring in my mirrors, looking back behind my truck, just thinking, God, I hope this idiot stops. Because, anyway, it's a major intersection, major highway, and I just don't like it. So yeah, that was day after Christmas, and it was just like nutso. There was packages galore, and I just can't wait till we get back to normal. It's been. Although yesterday I got off really, really early, actually. Actually, not early. I got off on time, actually. Well, that was I got to work and I had 0 packages. And I was like, "Hey, where's my packages?" And they were like, "They're in your box." And I was like, "There's none over here." I was like, "What happened?" So I was pretty happy all day. I didn't have to because you got to scan the packages and you gotta stop, park your car, and turn your car off, get your key out, put the emergency brake on, open the door, lock the truck, go to the door, ring the doorbell, scan the package, put the package down, go back. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. It's not super annoying, but like it's awesome when you have no packages. I'm like, woo woo, and I'm just driving down the road like, yeah, mail. It's anyway. Life of a mailman, I guess. So yeah, that was that. How was your weeks in gaming? Did you even play Diablo, bro? Well, I'll rephrase that. Did you even game, bro?
No, I didn't play Diablo.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Still
You're
higher
doing a Dreamcast, huh?
Still higher paragon than you, by the way.
It's all right. Oh, somebody got to deliver the damn mail, bro.
Yeah, I started my second character on my Dreamcast. I got two memory cards, and I forgot that you can only have one character per memory card on a Dreamcast.
Really?
Which is BS.
That's really weird.
So I want to get a third memory card so I can have all the classes, you know what I mean? And yeah, I started basically a sword wielder, which in that game basically your sword looks like a lightsaber because it's just a hilt and then like basically a lightsaber after that. And I got to level 19 today. I'm gonna hit level 20 after this podcast. By New Year's, I would like to beat it on normal and then start going on hard or whatever the next difficulty is. I know you get to the highest level in this game is 200, so I got like 180 more to go on this one character. Hopefully, it goes a lot quicker. But yeah, it's basically all I've been doing. I've put like, I don't know, 20 some hours in a Phantasy Star this week on the Dreamcast. Guess I can officially say that this Dreamcast is a good Dreamcast because it put up with like 10 hours on Saturday of straight playing. Like, holy cow, I didn't realize I played all day.
That's nice.
Yeah, other than that, I didn't do much gaming other than 20 some hours. Like I said, I was to go up with my parents and stuff. Nephew didn't get any new video games for Christmas. He's now 16, so my parents bought him tools because he owns a Ford. And Yeah, that's basically about it. That's about the only Christmas gift he got that I know of. I don't know of any other Christmas gifts that he got. I'm sure his mom got him, some video games. I just don't know which ones. He didn't tell me. My niece told me the Sunday before Christmas, what she wanted. So they all got money because there's no way I'm going on the 23rd or the 24th to a
Yeah.
store to get their Christmas gift when they had an entire month to tell me what they wanted, and they waited to the last minute. So they got money. But yeah, other than that, just watching streams and basically watching Riker, and that's about it. Other stuff on YouTube, you know, that's about it.
I was jumped into Vespertilio stream and tried to get him to come play Diablo. He's too scared to play with the greed, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do it.
He hasn't played Diablo in a while.
I don't know. He said something about he only plays with his friends and shit. So I was like, oh, okay.
They must play by himself and
yeah.
Snap.
Yeah, I think he plays with himself.
Yeah.
Said something about he only plays with his friends. So I was like, come on, man, let's play Diablo. Let's smash. And he was like, Just playing some shooty game. I don't know what it was. I was gonna hit the subscribe button because you get the $5 free.
I wouldn't waste that on him.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like nice, but then I found out my son done gave it to himself. So I come in here and I knew that my sub was up because it came up like the 27th, and I came home and I was like, oh yeah, my sub's up. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. I think I gave it to Big Daddy Den last time. Whatever, I rotated out whoever.
Me too.
I kind of support this person or this person, whatever, and I thought, like I had never given Vespertilio any, so I was like, yeah, his stream was up, he was on, and I was gonna give it to him, and it said that I had until the 27th of next month, and I knew that somebody was in here messing with my computer because my keyboard wasn't sitting right when I came in here. I could tell immediately, like I could tell that my chair is not angled correctly, and I could tell my keyboard isn't sitting right, and I know when my headset is not set on my keyboard tray. I have a very specific way I set everything down, and when I walk in through that door, I can tell you immediately somebody's been here on my computer. And I asked my son, I was like, "Hey, what you doing on my computer?" With me, I've been in my room all day, Dad. I don't know. Yeah, well, I found out what he did. So. When you're a kid, you do something, your parents are going to know. You know why? Because I already got it figured out. That's why. But yeah, just gaming, man, I'm like 1085 or something like that. I'm close to 1100. Work's been bonanzas. Hopefully it'll start slowing down now. And, although I do like the paychecks, man. Whew, these paychecks are nice, bro. But, yeah, maybe it'll slow down a little bit and I actually play. And, I got ready. Me and my wife were going to go somewhere, and I got ready. And I thought I looked at the clock wrong because I thought it was like 2:15, and apparently it was like 2:45. We were leaving at 3. And I opened up at 1:10, and man, it was a dream rift, bro. It was the battlefields with those zombies. Oh, it was a GG rift, bro. I was smashing, bro. There was like 2 sets of elites and a pylon. a power pylon right at the beginning. I smashed, man. I was so far ahead, and my wife came in and was like, "Let's go," and I was like, "Yeah." So I had to I had to go back to town. So I was so far ahead, dude. I was like, my bar was like this. I was like this far ahead. Like, it was huge, bro. And I had to jump out of it.
Hmm.
I think I was gonna finish it in like 5 minutes or something. I had a massive lead. I was crushing. I hadn't died yet. It was the GG rift, bro. It had a pylon right at the beginning. Jesus, brother, I was smashing. Plus, I wear the necklace, so the power is twice as long.
Yep.
Oh, I was ripping and roaring, and I'm gonna try a 110 again. I did a 109 in like 6 minutes or something like that. Not as good as what that 110 would have been, because I'm telling you, it was you know how it is, man. You just get a perfect map, with perfect mob types and a pylon, and you just murder it. And I'm glad that you told me about the area damage, because I've been doing that the rend, manual cache rend. Oh man, you can see like when you're on a lower level, it's like not even worth doing. Like, let's say you're doing like a 90 or something to level gems, because like when you ground stomp, it pulls everybody together, and you can rend, but by the time they get pulled in together, they're dead. So it's almost like a net zero. Doesn't really, that you have to have a lot of enemies around you to make that worth it. But man, at 110, you can tell, because it's like this chain reaction. They get pulled in, and it's like this big group. There's like 15, 20, whatever, 30 mobs, whatever it is, right? And you rend, and the explosion goes, and then there's a secondary and a third. It's like a chain reaction explosion. It's freaking whoo. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. I've been having a ball. I decided to do a Crusader, and Jeff helped me out, but I'm fully geared now. I don't have ancients, and man, oh man, I cannot get an ancient pig sticker to save my life. So I think I got like 2 ancients. That's it, and I don't have anything augmented. I did a 90 like really easy, and I really like that build, because like like you were telling me to put the conduits down, and it generates the wrath so you can shotgun, and you're just like doo doo doom doo doo doom doo doo doom. Man, it's kind of like it's oddly satisfying, to go through there and shotgun the enemies. It's although and I don't know if it's because I got pretty good gear on my, and I got a lot of augments, all level 100s. I started leveling my gems to 105 now for augments. But I think I'm missing. I think I'm missing 4 augments, so I'm almost all the way augmented. So I got some power, is what I'm saying. I got some power. I can burn a 100, but it's not hard at all. So I don't know. It's just like so I don't know if it's because I got really good gear and augments, but it seems like it's much easier with the barbarian than the Crusader. Although that Crusader build is very powerful.
It's pretty squishy, yeah.
Yeah, it's you die a lot. You die. Your toughness isn't. I think the barbarian has more toughness. Although, if you don't ground stomp in time to get your 80%, from your what is it? Is it elusive? No, Band of Might. I always want to say elusive because that's the Demon Hunter thing, right? Yeah. Anyway, the Band of Might gives you 80% damage mitigation, and if you miss that 80%, whoo, it's over. You'll die quick. I've died a few times because you're like busy trying to gather, and I'm whirlwinding all over the place and trying to get the enemies in a good sized pack, and it's like you're looking way down here at these damn buffs. They're not like, you're looking way up here, and the buffs are way down there, and you're trying to gather the into a nice pack, and your stupid buff will run out. I've died a few times because of that. Uh, hmm. Like on World of Warcraft, like there's like timers. You can set up, like for example, if you're a mage and like your arcane shield, if it goes down, your timer will go beep, and you'll know that your shield goes down, then you can hit your shield again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be nice to have something like that, although I wouldn't suggest going to a third party. I mean, there's nothing like that in game, so obviously you can't use anything like that. I was just saying that it would be nice to have something like that for that purpose, because like, if your ring goes down, then you'll know you got a ground stomp real quick. But it is what it is. That's just the way the game is. It's just the way the game, and I wouldn't suggest getting any kind of third party, especially the way they're cracking down. They even did a second ban wave during right before Christmas.
Yeah.
So, although after the second ban wave, there was still some people with 150s on the board, so they did it. I guess they did that legitimately. So I'll give them the internet slow clap. Whew, 150, brother. We're really rocking and rolling. I wanted to talk about the rumor mill, possible. I know a lot of people are talking about this right now, so I just wanted to mention it real quick. And I know Shazam wants to yak about it a little bit, but so right now there's a rumor going around that because Blizzard said that while they're releasing the new class sets, they want to do a longer PTR, because look what happened this season. They made this big gamble with this seasonal buff. And I know your opinion, brother, but I really do like it, the seasonal buff. It's fun for me. I know other people don't. That's fine. That's your opinion. You can have it, right? But they did the PTR. It was like a week, right? Like 5 days or a week or something like that. Whatever it was really short.
Yeah.
And they didn't catch these bugs, and these people ended up using this big exploit, and they had to do a ban wave, and they had to do all this stuff. And I don't think that like the monk set, and I don't think the Crusader set was nearly good enough. I think they needed big buffs. Also, during the PTR, people were testing the new Barbarian stuff, and it was way out of kilter, and they pulled it too far back, and there was no way for them to test it. So because of all that, they're saying they want to have a 2 to 3 week PTR, a longer PTR. And, if they started it the same day they normally start the PTR, then it would go, 2 weeks longer, which then you're either going to have a real long non-season, or you're going to stretch this season, or they have to do it earlier. I would suggest that they're probably going to do it earlier, which means possible PTR mid-June, mid-January. I almost said June, brother. But the big rumors that are going around is Wizard is going to get their set, and a lot of people are saying possible like Hydra, which look, I think it would be cool. I like the Hydra spell. It's just not viable, right? Like you can't there's really no builds that really use Hydra. Not that I know of. Do you know of any for Wizard?
No, not that I
Yeah,
know.
it's I don't know. I think it's like an interesting play. Like you get in there and you throw your Hydras down, and maybe it's like a fire Hydra or like a lightning Hydra. That would be cool. Although lightning, I don't know. I mean, Frost Hydra would be cool, but they kind of got the frozen orb thing going on already. You know what I mean? I'd like to see them do a different element, maybe a lightning Hydra. They already have like a fire meteor build, right? And then they have the frozen orb build. They have the Archon thing, right? So maybe they do like this lightning, like a lightning Hydra. That would be cool. The other big rumor going around, and I'll let Shazam talk about it, is Demon Hunter. So Demon Hunters might get their set.
I believe that when I see it.
Yeah, but just as a rumor, this is just what people are saying. This isn't what Blizzard is saying at all. But this is just what people on the internet is saying, and we all know everything on the internet is true. So, anyway,
I'm just wondering what their season buff's going to be for next season.
Yeah, we're gonna find that out. For people who don't know, the big rumor for Demon Hunter is Chakra, which Shazam has talked at length about, and you can talk about it some more if you want to, real quick.
Not really, other than I don't know. That's the first build I ever played. Whenever I found out about sets, played Marauder, Chakram, did level Greater Rift 60 something, and I thought I was a badass back in the PlayStation 4 days.
Back in the day, I used to like Chakra.
Yeah, with the Marauder set, it casts the same thing you do with Chakram, so like you fill the entire screen.
Oh, I'm familiar. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a really good.
It has no power.
Currently, right now, it's really good for leveling.
Yeah.
And I don't mean leveling paragon wise. I mean like 1 to 70.
Yeah.
Is what I mean when I say leveling. And I'd love to see it be brought up to, something like what the Barbarian's doing right now. Well, maybe not that high, but pretty damn high. I don't know. Why not, right? Hell, everybody else is doing 150s. Why not, right? Like, how awesome would it be to see a solo Demon Hunter Chakram build do a 150? Just murder it.
If I was to put any well, of course, this is before I knew anything really. But I used a Calamity back then because it put Mark for Death on everything automatically. So you just Chakrammed everything and it marked for death everything and just literally murdered everything. But
yeah, but they give you the new set and then they'll give you new items to go with the new set, like maybe a new weapon, or maybe a new Chakram type weapon, or maybe a bracers. Although, don't you have to use for your defense the bracers?
Oh, really?
What do you use for bracers?
Either use it's been too long.
He's rusty.
Yeah, Wraps of Clarity.
Yeah, Wraps of Clarity. That's what I was thinking. Didn't all Demon Hunters wear the wraps?
No, like Impel Demon Hunters use strong arm bracers, but now they use the Guild's bracers and shoulders and stuff. So, yeah. Back in the day, just use strong arms for that.
Yeah, but pretty much. I mean, what does the Wraps of Clarity do? Do you remember? What's the exact?
It adds damage reduction, like when you use his resource generator.
Well, anyway, it could be something like maybe a pair of bracers, maybe.
You can't use it. You can't use it with the Chakram though, because it's not a resource generator. It just costs no resource. So therefore, them bracers would do nothing for you.
Yeah, but what I mean is like maybe they make a new bracers.
Yeah.
for the chakram build. They surely can't make a belt because you gotta have Captain Crimson, right?
Pretty much.
So no belt, please. And then whatever else they put on there. And yeah. Anyway, I was going somewhere else. My mind went blank there for a second. Other than the two, the seasonal buff.
Actually, I take that back. The Spines of Seething Hatred makes it regen resource. I totally forgot about that. The rapid fire one's the one that doesn't cost any resource. My bad.
Well, yeah. Either way. I heard some rumors, and I heard them last time too for season 19, and they weren't. I don't know if features weren't ready, but I heard some more, quality of life changes stuff. So maybe we'll get some of that. Would be nice. The seasonal buff, man. That's what I'm also very interested in. Just to like, I'm kind of interested because like they've been going in this direction. They had the Triune, right, where they basically got free Oculus rings, but they did a little, whatever they did little. You got some attack stuff or whatever, some more power, whatever, some more defense, whatever it was, cooldown reduction, right? And then they went 9 to the heels with this freaking with the pandemonium buff, and people use the buff to cheat and to exploit the game, and plus the buff, if you're not, and of course they fixed that exploit already, but I think the buff really kind of pushes you a little bit higher than what you could normally go. So I don't know if they'll continue on that path with this type of buffs. I do like that it's not like free Ring of Royal Grandeur or free this or free that. That, I mean, we already had in the game, which was cool. I did like the Ring of Royal Grandeur season. But at the time, I was thinking, man, this is cool. You don't have to wear a Ring of Royal Grandeur. You get the free set thing. That's really cool.
Yep.
I did like it a lot. But I wasn't thinking about them putting new stuff in the game like the Pandemonium buff or so comparatively, the Pandemonium buff is, dang. I can't remember. I was watching a stream or maybe a podcast. Might have been Bloods when they were talking about, and it might have been Westmark's Workshop. I'm not sure, guys, the source, so I apologize to the source. But somebody was saying something about they had read in a blue post or on the forums or something about, they were talking about the seasonal buffs were going to start rotating. We've always had a different seasonal buff. Like, first it was Season of the Greed, then it was like you get a cash, then this, then that, then this. And each season that we've been going forth here has been something new that we haven't seen before. So I'm wondering how many there's going to be before it flips back over to like Season of the Greed, best name ever. But, it's Treasure Goblins, which I'm not really sure. After doing the Pandemonium, I'm not really sure if I'd be down with chasing double goblins.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, the double goblins are cool, right? Yeah, I don't know. I like the way that this affects the gameplay. That's what I like. I mean, the double goblins did affect our season because if you remember, we had a lot of materials like real early on. So I guess every season, it seems to me like each seasonal buff is more stronger than the last one we had.
Essentially, yeah.
And I don't know when when are we gonna plateau with this. People are doing 150s. I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna plateau. It's pretty high right now, so I don't know if we're gonna nosedive or I'm waiting for a season where people are like, "Hey, WTF? I did a 145 last season, and I can only do a 140 this one." You know, because people will complain if we go down in power.
I don't. I think they're gonna rein it back after this season. To be honest with you,
I kind of expect it, right?
I don't think that they expected us to do what we were able to do with this buff.
Well, I think after they seen the power of the buff, they changed the. I don't know if people know, but they changed the configuration of the buff because it was like tornadoes and I don't know. There was all the really powerful ones were like up front, and now it's like the frozen thing, and then and they changed the order because they seen how crazy it was. And they were like, "Whoa, we got to change the order here," because people were like doing the first 3 buffs and letting it drop, and now if you drop it after the first 3, you're kind of like, eh.
Well, the one that was like the most overpowered was the Angels coming down because they one-shotted Rift Guardians.
Oh, that was insane, brother. I had a lot of fun with that actually, because you could time it kind of. Man, you would hit that 500 and then a Rift Guardian would come up and it would just be like, bam! Like, you wouldn't even see, like, there was times I didn't even know what Rift Guardian got killed. I'd be like, I'd just run over there and there'd be loot on the ground. There'd be some angels standing around like, dang, they killed him off screen, bro. Like, I don't even know. They had to, I pretty much knew they were going to nerf it because they had to do something with that because I think I went all the way up to like 115 in the PTR, and they one-shotted a 115 Rift Guardian. I don't know how high you had to get in order for them to not one-shot the Rift Guardian.
They were still one-shotting them higher.
Yeah, but they were pretty OP. I mean, they kind of hit like a wet noodle now, but they help a little bit, right? I'm not mad at it. Is what it is, right? Oh, I am excited to find out the new stuff. Like what kind of rewards are we going to get? We got a lot of rewards this season, so I don't know. 2020, season 20 comes. I don't know. I was going to say we got wings, but we did not get wings. We only got wings because of BlizzCon. So people who didn't get the ticket, the virtual ticket or go, didn't receive them.
You can still buy that virtual ticket, by the way.
Oh, for the wings. Oh, that's something I probably would do if I didn't already. Those wings are pretty sweet. The pet, right? We got the pet this season. 19.
Yeah, the treasure goblin. Yeah.
Oh man, that is a sick pet. It's one of my favorites. He is actually getting playtime over the treasure chest. I know. I kind of like him, bro. He's got a big bag. Picks up my gold. The treasure chest throws gold on the ground. I'm not really down with that. I did like it because it was a treasure chest, but I was like, man, I'd kick that dude in the teeth if he threw my gold on the ground. Alright. Well, anyway, you got any more to say about the possible rumors season 2020?
Nope.
All right. I don't think there was very many blue notes to go around.
The only blue notes was the game director for Diablo 3 said there was going to be 2-week PTRs starting next season. That's basically the last blue note that I seen on the forums before the show started. Other than that, like the whole way through December, there wasn't really much to talk about very much.
Well, I mean, you got to figure they're doing holidays and
Yeah,
you know,
most of Blizzard's off right now.
getting ready for. Let's see. When did we start this season?
November 23rd, I believe.
So February, middle of February. So maybe March we'll have season 20.
Maybe.
Maybe beginning of March, maybe. That ain't too bad, huh? March coming right up, man. It's already fixed to be January, bro.
Yep.
Heck yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm thinking mid January for the PTR, and of course, guys, everything we've been talking about over the last few minutes or whatever, however long we were talking about it, it's all just rumors and stuff we just heard. Blizzard don't talk to us. They don't come and tell us stuff, so it's just all conjecture. I don't know. I just hope it's a good season. I haven't had a lot of time this season. It's not the season. It's just work and other stuff. But I am the play time that I have had. I'm having a really good time with it. It's been fantastic. Although I did get killed the other day and I lost a roll. I think Blizzard should let me get it back because it was like a tornado from the Rift Guardian. And I thought it was like a tornado from like my thing. So I stood in it and got killed. And I'm like, come on, man. Can't we like get a different color tornado, Blizzard? I mean, come on, bro. They look exactly alike. How am I supposed to know that's his tornado, not my tornado? Because I did have tornadoes down. And like, I mean, come on. That's just lame, bro. That's lame.
Don't say that tornadoes.
Hey, I'm over there standing in the tornado trying to do ground stomp and get the, a child. I was like waving my arms, like trying to get him to come over into it so he could get some more damage. And all of a sudden, I'm laying dead on the ground. I'm like, hey, what happened? And Blizzard was like, hey, you were dumbass. You were standing in a tornado.
Looks like
thought it was mine.
Looks like he lured you right into a tornado.
Yeah. He was like, hey, check this out. You got tornadoes? So do I. Watch this, Pippin. Stand in that shit. It hurts, don't it? I lost a roll, man. And this sucks, man, when you die, like, first death of the Rift is at the Guardian, bro. That sucks. Like, come on, man. I think that the enemy tornado should be red and our tornado should be blue so we can, like identify what's going on. I mean, that Rift Guardian has tornadoes. Why don't he stand in my tornadoes? Like, why ain't he be like, oh, this must be my tornado. I'm going to stand in it. Oh, darn. This one hurts. Not cool. Well, anyway. Whoo! We got friends. No, then that, like, by friends we mean like one. Her name's Jen, and she does podcasts, not ours. But yeah, she does podcasts. It's called Jen's Lore Corner. Where can you find this lovely, lovely podcast by this awesome person? You can find that at bookofjen.net. Go there, check it out. She does all the lores of Diablo. She's really, really excellent. Great content. Just go there and check it out. Just, check it out. You know what, man? I know what you're thinking. 2020. It's a new year. You're out there. You just got that new raise. You bought that. You bought that Bugatti Veyron for Christmas, and you're like, man, I got so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Well, let me tell you what you can do. You can go to patreon.com/Soulstone, and you can give us some of your money. Like, you're just balling out of control. You're like, make it rain, as they say, but just, make it rain over here where we live. I mean, look, Shazam needs new beard oil or a hat, and I need new turtle wax for my head. It is what it is. Throw us some ducks. Well, we like money. So yeah, you can donate there. We'll certainly have a great time spending your money. So help us out. And hey, I always kind of joke around a little bit on that one, but you can join our Patreon. You become a stoner. So just join our Patreon, become a stoner today. And if you like if you're like, Greed, I didn't buy a Bugatti Veyron this year, man, I'm broke. Like the best way to help us out is just like, do what you're doing already, listening to the show and having a good time. Speaking of having a good time, man, you can have a hell of a good time in our Discord. Whoo, I don't understand these people who are not in our Discord, because our Discord is awesome. Like, there's always pictures and links and videos and people making it rain in the Primal Rain channel. Rona got a bomber jacket. You can see that there. And, there's always lots of good stuff, community orientated. You don't necessarily have to use the voice chat, although that's what Greed primarily uses it for, because Greed don't spell good, and Greed don't like writing stuff on forums. So, anyway, it is what it is, brother. I don't know why you're smirking, but that's all right.
I just thought of something I did on Christmas Day, and then you'll never see it.
All right. Is that a non-sharing item?
No, right in the community thing, I spelled Merry Christmas just like you did last episode.
I've seen that.
And then I'm like, I need to delete that. I don't know. I was like,
I did see that.
That's just wrong. So I deleted it and
I did see it. Matter of fact, I did see that.
It's like Secret will come back to haunt you.
It's all good, bro.
Then I did the nice thing and I deleted it.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Let's kick it off into some other media real quick before we close the show, bro.
I watched 2 really good movies. Like, really good movies. I didn't realize, I think last episode I said I had 3 movies to buy for on iTunes. Here it turned out I needed to buy 4. But I only bought 3 of them because I only got $50 worth of iTunes gift cards, and I put money into it, so. But I didn't watch one of them yet because a guy I work with said it's like one of the crappiest movies he ever watched, and I just want to maybe New Year's Day I'll sit down and watch it to see how good the movie actually is. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
absolute crap.
I'll watch it, and you're the second person to say that. And the 2 movies that I really enjoyed. One of them is one of the best movies that I've watched in a really long time. It's Joker. Boy, that movie is something else. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen the Joker yet. And I'll go over that during my thing. But no, I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to it though.
I was watching some of the bonus features of that movie, and Joaquin Phoenix was like, he was like 180 pounds or something, and this is before he lost weight for the role, and the director was like, I expect, like, you know, when I wrote this character, I wanted, like, I was expecting somebody to be 125 pounds. And Joaquin Phoenix, he was like, don't worry about it. He was like, I'll take care of it. So he, like, literally ate, like, an apple a day, and that's all he ate for, like, 3-4 months, maybe even 5 months before the movie came out. And he literally just started losing weight until he was like where he's at in the Joker. Like he is skinny, but God, does he play that role so good?
I've heard nothing but great things, bro. I really am gonna watch it probably New Year's. I'm really am looking forward to it.
It's not really based on DC stuff. Like, they tie in, like, the whole Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne thing, like, in, like, the big picture of the movie. But, like, if you knew, like, nothing about DC Comics, you could, like, watch that movie. Like, it is a phenomenal movie. There's a lot of people, like, a dude I work with, he hated the movie because he was like, you just watch the movie and nothing happens. I'm like, it's all in the dude's head. Like, he just starts spiraling from the beginning of the movie to the end. And at the end of the movie, he's just off the rails. But my only complaint about this entire movie, and this is just my complaint, it's not, you know, I'm a big DC fan. I watch and read a lot of DC comics. To me, the Joker is like a really intelligent person. He can think of, you know, he's just really intelligent. In this movie, Joker's not a very bright person. But other than that, like, that's my only complaint about the whole movie. That movie is awesome. The other movie, and I'm pretty sure you watched this by now too, Greed, is Zombieland 2.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I know. I'm gonna watch it with my son. I haven't seen it because he worked. You know, we work. He works. I don't know. It's been this weird. I may watch that on New Year's too. I don't. It depends on how all that stuff goes.
I think the first Zombieland, they started the movie with Metallica from the Bell Tolls, I think, right? At the beginning. Like when this Zombieland movie, they started the movie with Metallica Master of Puppets.
Oh, nice. I like Master of Puppets.
And it's a pretty funny movie. One of the Owens guys is in it, which surprised the crap out of me, but he doesn't last he's not in the movie very long. And
you know, in the first one, the only reason why he survives is because he was indoors playing World of Warcraft.
A joke, like one of the jokes in this movie, and I thought it was just hilarious, is this like real, like the dumb blonde that you see in the previews. She's sitting in the back of a vehicle, and she's like, I have an idea for a good business. She's like, how about that people, like, you pay people to drive you around, and if they don't murder and kill you, you give them, I don't know, like 5 stars. But if if they murder and kill you or something, you give them like 1 star. I'm thinking to myself, this is so hilarious. Like they tied Uber and stuff into a joke about the end of the world.
Yeah.
But
no, it definitely looks really good. It's another movie I want to see.
Oh, it is hilarious. I'll probably watch it again before New Year's.
Yeah.
I guess it is funny, but it was a toss up between Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and It Too, and it's more and more looking like I should have bought It Too instead of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But it is what it is. I'll watch it and I'll see how it is.
I don't want to totally destroy the whole movie for you. So I don't want to go into big spoilers, but do you know what it's about?
It's basically about the '60s in Hollywood.
Well, more specifically, it's about the
Manson murders. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he changed the whole. He changed what happened. It's like, did you see his last movie with Brad Pitt? The Nazis. Quentin. Damn it.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that one. I can never think of the stupid name. Are you familiar with that movie?
I watched it a few times. I'm not like, I can't.
Well, in that movie, the whole storyline is dragging along in the movie. Not dragging, but it's going along in the movie. And all these sequence of events are happening to build the story at the end, the finish. I mean, that's that's how stuff works. But the whole time, that what's going to happen at the end is not what happened at all. Not in any way. In Inglourious, they kill Hitler in a movie theater in France. And I thought it was interesting that he changed the whole storyline of World War II, and then also changed the whole storyline of the Manson murders, and Brad Pitt was basically the main character in both of those movies. I thought that was very interesting. But it really bugged me that that's not even close to what happened. And it was like, it's a weird movie. I mean, he's a weird director, and I'm a fan. I like his stuff, like Kill Bill. There's Pulp Fiction, which is like phenomenal. Reservoir Dogs, right? Like there's a lot of. He's got great titles. I just wasn't down with this one, man. It was really slow. It was Leonardo DiCaprio cries a lot in the movie, and it's like it's not. I don't know. It was just a weird. I didn't like it. $5.99 for a rental, bro. They got me. They got me.
They got me for $20, so I don't want to hear it.
I don't know, man. Maybe you watch it and you love it. But there was some things. The one thing I will say that pisses me off about the movie is they got Bruce Lee in there, and literally they really didn't need to do that. He could have not been in this movie it would have been fine. So, Brad Pitt is a stuntman. He's the stuntman for Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay? And he only works the stuntman for that guy. Okay? So, he gets cast in this movie, and the director's wife doesn't like Brad Pitt. So they initially tell Brad Pitt that he can't be the stuntman in the movie. Well, I don't know. They do their blah, 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 Hollywood, blah, 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 right? And the director comes out and goes, okay, but stay away from my wife. And he goes, okay, got it. And then immediately he gets kicked off of the freaking set because he gets into a fight with Bruce Lee. They could have just removed the whole Bruce Lee thing and just had him run into his wife and get into an argument and get kicked off, and they really didn't need Bruce Lee. The reason why, and I'm a big Bruce Lee fan, and obviously this wasn't really Bruce Lee because, you know, he passed away. I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. I'm a big MMA guy. He's, you know, he really started all that stuff. I have a lot of respect for him. They made him look like an idiot in this movie. I'm not cool with that at all. So that's another thing that, like, maybe if I was a younger guy and I didn't, like, my son doesn't know who Bruce Lee is, you know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe the younger generation, maybe they heard of Bruce Lee, but maybe they didn't grow up watching his movies. Maybe they're not like this big fan like I am. So maybe it's not that big of a deal to them. To me, that was a no-go. There's some lines you don't cross, and that's just something. One, he's dead. Why would you do that? And like I said, you could have made the movie without it. Like if he was some pivotal character that just the whole storyline just dominoed around, okay, I could understand it. But it was literally the dumbest thing. I just was like, I was just sitting there with my mouth open, like, for real? They tried to make they made him look really stupid, and they tried to make it a joke. Like, I need more thumbs, man. I can only put 2 thumbs down. I need some toes to put down too, bro. Because that's something you don't do, man. I mean, I just don't understand it, you know? Like, why? Why would you do that? I don't know if you've seen the trailer to the movie. So you might have seen the part where Bruce Lee was in, where he was like, my fists are registered as deadly weapons, and if I get into a fight and kill you, then I go to jail. And then Brad Pitt's like, hey, if anybody gets into a fight with anybody and they kill him, it's called manslaughter. Everybody goes to jail. They try to make it into this stupid joke. Not cool. It didn't land at all with me. Maybe you're more cool with it. I don't know. Maybe a younger guy, or, you know, maybe somebody who's not that big of a fan of Bruce Lee. Maybe it didn't land with me at all, bro. And I almost didn't even watch the movie just because of that. But I was sitting here. It was Christmas Day. And, like, I heard nothing but good. What everybody was like, oh my God, this movie's so awesome. And I was like, man, maybe I can let the Bruce Lee stuff slide, right? I know I ain't gonna like it because, you know, I already knew that they were gonna make fun of him, and I already knew it was like a controversial thing, so I already knew that part, right? So it wasn't a surprise. It still pissed me off, but it wasn't a surprise. So I thought I could let it go. But I just, after seeing the way the movie was and how it was like slow, it was like this. I don't know. I wish you didn't buy it, bro. I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? Now you own a movie.
Yeah.
Hell, you might watch it, man, on New Year's or wherever you're going to fire it up, and you might be like, man, Greed's crazy as shit. This movie is awesome. But I think I already went into the movie with a tainted view. And maybe that's like, because you know how like sometimes you're in a bad mood and you see a movie and you're like, it was okay. But then later on you see it and you're like, man, I don't know why I didn't like this the first time I seen it. Maybe I need to give it another watch, but not for $5.99. I can tell you that. Anyway, other than that, I started watching The Witcher. I'm not all the way through. That is a fantastic. Jesus Christ, they did such a good job. And I'm not a big Witcher fan. I haven't played the games. I didn't read the books. But something that kind of like comes to me when I started watching The Witcher is we all know that they're possibly working on a Diablo animated series for Netflix, right? We all kind of... Did they announce it or did they...
They didn't announce it yet, no.
Okay. It's not official, but we pretty much know that maybe they're working on it, right? So, seeing how good The Witcher is, man, oh man, I hope they hit it out. I hope they hit it out the park like they did with The Witcher on the Diablo. Because one, we all know Diablo has this deep lore. If you don't know that, you can go back up there to what I was talking about with Jen's Lore Corner. But there's like this deep lore. It's got this big time history. There's novels. There's freaking, and I know The Witcher has all that too, right? They have all that storyline and all that stuff too. So that was a great series to put in with, to make a series out of. So I really think that they could take the Diablo and really just murder it. And I hope they do. And that's what like when I seen The Witcher and I seen how good it was, I was just first thought came into my head was, my God, I hope Diablo is this good.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was my other media. I don't think there's anything else for the show. Do you have anything?
Nope.
All right, guys. Man, you're blowing up, ain't you? I bet you or me. That's you.
Hey,
anyway, do what?
What do you mean?
Your phone. Bloop, bloop, bloop. What was that, me? Is my roommate phone?
There was one earlier, but...
Anyway, it don't matter.
2 people are live on Twitch.
Uh-oh. All right. Anyway, guys, this is the new year, 2020. And we're going to keep doing the same thing we always been doing, man. We're going to keep putting these episodes out. I hope y'all enjoyed last year, and I hope y'all enjoy this year. I will wave goodbye to the lovely, lovely listeners, and I'll let Shazam say goodbye and close the show, sir.
You've been listening to episode 243 of the Shattered Soulstone, your Diablo community podcast. Miss an episode, you can find the show's blog. Listen to the show archives at www.shatteredsoulstone.com. With your support, you can help the show grow. Become a Patreon today, patreon.com/Soulstone. Come join us in-game. Our in-game community and clan are both named Shattered Soulstone. We're open to anyone who would like to join. You can also join us on Discord for the ultimate team and community-based experience. Find a Discord invitation link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as the Shattered Soulstone website. Show is powered by you, the listener. Send your contributions, thoughts, questions, and feedback to show@shatteredsoulstone.com. We love Twitter. Come join and tweet with us. You can find the show's Twitter @ShatteredStone, Deadgreed at Deadgreed1812, and you can find me at Shazam081. We'd like to extend a huge thank you to Medros Dawnforge Productions for hosting our Loot Deviant show. You can find more shows from the Dawnforge, www.thedawnforge.com. Thank you for listening. Till next time, from all of us here at the Shattered Soulstone, over 242 episodes for your listening pleasure.
Dawnforge!